things have escalated quickly. So I've got exhaust, so I can actually run the exhaust out of the truck, so it's not ridiculously loud inside the truck. Creature comfort, I don't know, whatever. But look, got my Motion Racer sticker, and that is because I also got the master cylinder in. Boom. So hopefully the brakes will be fixed, and if not, then we'll just do an upgrade to the two piston Blazer brakes. And I also got power steering, well, not power steering, but steering box, and it's not right because it's got fittings for actual power steering. Maybe I could actually mount power steering on this thing. Probably just need to order the right one. And then I also am painting the fender wells. So fender wells is going to be the first thing. Take this off, mount the fender wells, and then take this apart and try and get the brakes done, and send back that freaking steering box. So that's what I'm doing. I'm in a bit of a predicament. So look at the backing plates. So this was the original backing plate that was there. Put that one there. It pretty much lines up. The problem is the holes are a smidge too small, so they won't fit through. So I can either A, drill out this nice billet plate so it'll fit there, and drill out the master cylinder so the bolts can pass through. Already got the drill bit in the vise, drilled out to a little bit bigger size. Boom, 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 everything fits. Or on the inside, what I'd have to do is, you might be able to see it from out here, there's a bracket. So right here, that's all part of the steering column. So I'd literally have to cut that off and then put the bolts through. So either cut these off, which to do it the right way, I would have to unbolt everything, take all the wires out, cut the back side of the steering column off, and yeah, I don't know if I feel like doing that. Or I just drill out the master cylinder and all that and call it good. So debating on what to do. But 15 millimeter on here, 15 millimeter on the inside for that nut and bolt on this thing. And then too, I gotta look at that, if that's gonna be enough room to actually fit on the pedal, or if I'll have to drill out another hole, but it's already sitting high because this was already manual brakes. So we're gonna figure this out. Well, we got this fender well on, but we could not get two bolts in. One bolt is this rear one. Pretty sure that the old bolt is broken off in there, down here. And then the battery tray bolt, I actually need to unbolt the battery tray, move it back, bolt it in, then tighten that up. And to be honest with you, I don't want to do that. But it's in there. Looks a lot better with the fender wells. I know it's dark. Can't really see in this garage. Horrible lighting. I need like a light shining in this way. But we got that done. And now we're starting to look at getting this drive shaft, or not drive shaft, freaking steering gearbox on. And I think I figured out something for the brakes too, for the pads. So little by little, I've got Sunday off, so I'll finish everything up Sunday. So that's the plan. All right, back to work. Mounted got my fuel filter remounted. Actually had to cut the studs off of the not old, but the steering column actually is a part of the assembly to mount the master cylinder, and I didn't want to alter anything on the master cylinder, so I went ahead and just cut those off behind the firewall, and then put all these the stock hardware for the Motion Raceworks piece. Bench bled this. Got a new fitting for here because it was messed up and would not thread in. What else did I do? These upper bolts, because of how thick this flange is to mount the proportioning valve, was like tiny bit of thread left on the inside, but it mounted. And then because the push rod for the brakes was shorter, I actually had to, I don't know if you guys can see, but I had to like build a little push out for this, so it still touched the button to turn on the brakes, the converter, overdrive converter or whatever for the GCC. So yeah, everything's mounted up, done with the brakes. I've already torqued this side and got the fender well in. Got my new steering box, that's the old one, but the pitman arm does not work. So I got the new one all mocked up in there, ready to go, but the fender well obviously goes right here. So I want to be able to actually easily get to these bolts. So I'm waiting on the pitman arm to come in. So the next in line thing is going to be the exhaust. So I need to clean up this mess, start working on the exhaust, and actually figure out what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do like 2 exits on the other side, but like come out right here, boom, because that would be the easiest thing to do. Or if I'm going to like dual it out to the back and then maybe do exits on the side. I think dual exits on the side on the back would be better for noise, not as loud in the cab, and that's why I'm doing this. But we'll get under there and see. I'm gonna get to work. Alright, truck update. First part of the update is great. Steering, got the new steering gearbox in. Seems to be working 100 times better than the other one. The bad news is brake master cylinder. So instead of modifying the billet brake master plate and using the old mounts, I figured I would just cut the old mounts off and use the new mounting. That was a bad idea, because now when I push the brake, I have flex and it's completely pushing the firewall out. So you guys look, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but there is a gap right there from it pushing it out. So I started disconnecting everything, and I have to remove this entire dash and put a plate behind the wall. So that's what I'm going to try and get done today. I want to get all that done today. I want to get the truck back on the road, because I spent so much time getting this thing going, and I tried to do some simple upgrades and I'm stuck. I'm not being able to drive it. Oh yeah, perfect shirt. No, my truck isn't done yet. So that's what we're going to work on today. I got to get this freaking dash out. Plates on the back wall. I might even mount it to the old thing. Yeah, we'll see what's up. Oh yeah, I got the charger installed as well. Check that out. Boom. It's charging. On off switch directly to the battery, so I can charge at any time. So that's what we're going to work on today. Let's go.